Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my daily thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the bell so you are notified of all my upcoming content. Today my daily thoughts is on the history of Lent. So let's get into my daily thoughts. Lent is a significant period in the Christian liturgical calendar observed by millions of believers worldwide as a time of fasting, prayer, and penance in preparation for Easter. Spanning approximately 40 days, Lent commemorates the 40 days Jesus spent fasting in the wilderness, as described in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke. The history of Lent is deeply rooted in early Christian practices and has evolved over centuries, reflecting changes in theology, culture, and traditions. The origins of Lent can be traced back to the early centuries of Christianity. While the exact beginnings are debated among scholars, it is widely accepted that Lent emerged as a period of preparation for Easter, particularly for catechumens, new converts, who were preparing for baptism. The early church placed great emphasis on baptism as a transformative sacrament, and Lent became a time of intense spiritual preparation for this rite of initiation. By the 2nd and 3rd centuries, Christians began observing a period of fasting before Easter. This practice was initially short, lasting only a few days, but gradually expanded to 40 days. The number 40 holds biblical significance, echoing the 40 days Jesus spent in the desert, the 40 years the Israelites wandered in the wilderness, and the 40 days Moses fasted on Mount Sinai. The Council of Nicaea in 325 AD played a pivotal role in formalizing the observance of Lent. While the council did not explicitly define the practices of Lent, it referenced a 40-day period of fasting, which became the foundation for the Lenten season. By the 4th century, Lent was widely observed across the Christian world, though practice varied by region. In the Western Church, Lent began to take its modern form under the influence of figures like St. Augustine and Pope St. Gregory the Great. The season was marked by fasting, abstinence from meat, and increased prayer and almsgiving. The Eastern Church, meanwhile, developed its own traditions, including the exclusion of weekends from the 40-day count, resulting in a longer Lenten period. During the Middle Ages, Lent became a central feature of Christian life. The Church enforced strict fasting rules, which included abstaining from meat, dairy, and other luxuries. These practices were seen as a way to imitate Christ's sacrifice and to purify the soul. Lenten observances were also tied to the social and economic structure of the time, with the wealthy encouraged to give alms to the poor and to share their resources. The medieval period also saw the rise of Lenten liturgies and rituals, such as the imposition of ashes on Ash Wednesday, which marked the beginning of Lent. This practice, derived from ancient Jewish traditions of repentance, symbolized mortality and the need for spiritual renewal. The Protestant Reformation in the 16th century brought significant changes to the observance of Lent. Reformers like Martin Luther and John Calvin criticized what they saw as the excessive ritualism and legalism of Lenten practices. While some Protestant denominations abandoned Lent altogether, others retained it as a time of reflection and spiritual discipline. In the Catholic Church, the Council of Trent, 1545 to 1563, reaffirmed the importance of Lent, emphasizing its role in penance and preparation for Easter. However, over time, the strict fasting rules were relaxed. By the 20th century, the Catholic Church reduced the requirement of fasting and abstinence, focusing instead on the spiritual aspects of Lent. Today, Lent is observed by various Christian denominations, including Catholics, Orthodox Christians, Anglicans, Lutherans, and some Protestant groups. While practice varies, common elements include fasting, prayer, and almsgiving. Many Christians also take up personal discipline, such as giving up certain foods or habits to deepen their spiritual journey. In recent decades, there has been a renewed emphasis on the social justice dimensions of Lent. Organizations and churches encourage believers to use the season as a time to address issues like poverty, inequality, and environmental stewardship. This reflects a broader understanding of Lent as not only a personal spiritual practice, but also a communal and societal commitment to justice and compassion. Today, the practice of Lent remains a deeply meaningful observance for many Christians around the world, though its expression varies across denominations and cultures. Typically lasting 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter Sunday, Lent is marked by fasting, prayer, and almsgiving as believers seek to reflect on their spiritual lives and draw closer to God. Many Christians choose to give up certain luxuries such as sweets, social media, and other habits as a form of self-discipline and sacrifice, while others focus on adding positive practices such as daily prayer, Bible reading, and acts of service to those in need. And in recent years, it has been a growing emphasis on the social justice aspect of Lent, with many churches and organizations encouraging participants to address issues like poverty, environmental stewardship, and inequality. While the strict fasting rules of early centuries have been relaxed, the core purposes of Lent preparation for Easter through repentance, reflection, and renewal continues to resonate with millions of believers today. The history of Lent is a testament to the enduring significance of this season in the Christian faith. From its early origins as a period of preparation for baptism to its modern observances as a time of reflection and renewal, Lent has evolved to meet the spiritual needs of believers across centuries. As Christians continue to observe Lent today, they participate in a rich tradition that connects them to the broader story of faith, sacrifice, and redemption. I hope that my daily thoughts today on the history of Lent have been interesting and helpful to you guys. I will leave the resources that I use down in the description, of course, of this video. If you are not already a subscriber to the channel and you've made it this far in my video, why don't you go ahead and hit that bell and subscribe to the channel so that you are notified every time I come back with more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. And if you aren't following me on my other social media, please come and follow me over on TikTok and Instagram, where I am DC the Purple Diva, and you can follow my other YouTube page, The Purple Diva Den, where I do spoken word. I'll see you guys later. I'm out until then. Peace.